I can't walk in through the main entrance like a tuna-headed pleb. Hello, faces. I'm Ransom, the insult clown. I hope no one gets their feelings hurt easily, and if you do, it's your own fault for not being able to take a joke. You guys love that pillow factory. It's the lamest claim to fame a town has ever had. Paris has the Eiffel Tower, New York has the Statue of Liberty, and Thimbleweed Park has a pillow factory. You better hope to God that feather pillows never go out of style. I was amazed you weren't a bunch of fatzos. What with all this bottomless foie gras and champagne you have at the parties here. Then I ate at your diner. Their food is a better purgative than Ipecac. Hey you, lady with a huge nose. I say lady, but your beak suggests you're a toucan. You shouldn't have bought tickets for the show tonight, Toots. You should be saving your money for a rhinoplasty. Hey you, dude with the stupid mustache. You think you look like Magnum P.I.? A 70s porn star called. He wants his mustache back. Hey you, kid with a crappy wheelchair. Were you in a past life or something? Seriously, kid, you're in a wheelchair, and you got a face that looks like that? God's definitely punishing you for something. Hey you, ugly old lady with the hairy mole. Or is it your parasitic twin? Whatever it is, I hope you bought a separate ticket. Because if it's big enough to ride the roller coaster by itself, it's not freeloading in my audience.
You will be forever sorry for what you've just said. I curse you to never be able to remove your makeup and to roam these circus grounds until the end of time.
He went on for another 2 hours, insulting everyone he could. Some people laughed because they thought it was funny, but most laughed because they were uncomfortable, and laughing is the best way to hide from the embarrassment of others. But after the show, in his dressing room, there wasn't going to be any laughter.
Ha! I killed tonight! One of my best shows ever! I hope that ugly old lady with a curse breaks a hip on the way home. Now to get this makeup off, hop on my private jet and go see my mistress Cindy in Aspen. Yeah. What the? This makeup isn't coming off! You old lady! You up the... Come on!
As much as he tried, his makeup wouldn't come off. That old lady wasn't just any old lady. She was Madame Morena, mistress of the dark arts. When she curses you, it's not an empty threat. Something Ransom was just now finding out.
This makeup and that old... My lady!
Ransom, I've got some bad news.
What do you want, you bald, greedy little... Can't you see I'm having a problem? Grab a tissue and some rubbing alcohol and help me, you...
Your private jet crashed while trying to land. Your wife found out about your mistress and she's taking everything you own except the house in Aspen. There was a fire in Aspen and your house burned to the ground. The toy and doll licensing deal is dead and they're suing you for breach. And one more thing. I quit.
What?
And go beep yourself.
And that's why Ransom the Clown is such a creep. And you should go arrest him for murder.
That's an interesting story. We'll go check up on him. Looks awful. Not like the New York dogs I'm used to. It's turned off. It's turned off.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. You're listening to KSCUM 198.7 on your FM dial. And now back to our special hostile takeover song.
Looks awful. Not like the New York dogs I'm used to. I'll have one of these hot dogs.
Good choice, honey. We're trying to move him out. Let me get that for you. Eat up, hun, while it's still hot.
Oh my. That is the worst hot dog I've ever eaten. Gotta go. I feel better now.
What can I do for you, honey?
What's up with the sheriff? He's kind of weirdo-reno.
Yeah, he's kind of a nut job, but nothing compared to the coroner. This whole town has gotten downright weird in the last few years. Cuckooville.
The coroner and the sheriff are the same person.
Well, there might be some resemblance around the eyes, but that's about it. The sheriff does this annoying a Reno thing, and the coroner does an annoying a who. It pretty much proves they're not the same person.
How does speech prove they are not the same person?
You're asking a lot of questions that probably shouldn't be asked.
I'm a federal agent. That's my job.
I've said too much already.
I'd like to order some food.
Sure, everything's on the menu board. What do you want?
I'll have a hamburger.
Sorry, honey. Those hot dogs are about to go bad, and I can't open a new package of hamburgers until they are all gone.
What's up with this town? Most of the stores are abandoned.
Used to be the center of culture in the Tri-County area. Parties every night at the hotel. Celebrities visiting the Edmond mansion. It was hard to not make money in those days. Of course, this was before my time. And since the pillow factory burnt down, the town is drying up faster than Dave's sex drive. Ain't that right, Dave?
Don't leave town. I'm watching you.
Anytime.
I get sick just looking at it.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can do what I need to do. It's an odd-looking plumber's wrench.
No way am I gonna eat another one of those. Definitely Reyes's notebook. Definitely Reyes's notebook. Tempting. But no, I won't bore myself. Pretty disgusting. I'm not opening up that disgusting trash can. I can't open that. I don't want to pick that up. It's an empty box. Pretty disgusting. ThimbleCon 87. It's opening later tonight at the hotel. I don't want... ThimbleCon 87. Filled to the brim with smelly trash. It's already slightly open. I'm not going to open it anymore. Way too smelly for me.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Alrighty now.
I can't quite put my finger on it, but this place stinks of false advertising.
Sorry about that, hon. This used to be Ricky's Cakes, but now we sell vacuum tubes.
What an exciting life you lead. Anyway, I'm Special Agent Ray. I have some questions for you.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Ricky Lee, and I'm the proprietor of this little store. What can I do for you, hon?
I'm looking for a tube. For a friend, not me.
We have lots of tubes here, over 3,000 different makes and models. Do you know the 2-letter model identifier? And what is the make number? Oh, that's not a valid tube make and model number, hun. Do you know the 2-letter model identifier?
I'm all tubed out. Thanks.
Okay, hon. Just holler if you need me. Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Well, hi. Welcome to Ricky's Tubes.
What do you think of Chuck?
Oh, it's so sad that Chuck Edmund passed away. He was my hero. His booming economy gave us the bakery, and now his tube-based technology is giving me a chance to keep my store open. I think it's just the boost the town needs.
What do you think about the state of the town, then?
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. A couple of stores have closed, sure, but it's just gonna make way for new, fresh businesses to bring life back to the town. I'm sure in no time at all, the town will be completely rejuvenated.
That's all for now. Don't leave town.
Okay, hon. Just holler if you need me.
It's my speck of dust. Who could be afraid of a meteor? Space slime. Who'd want to play this? Gotta be crazy mad to play this game. Or it's the famous game, Tuna Head. It's out of order. It says, Tokentron 3000 is guaranteed to dispense exactly 1 token each and every time. A maximum of 12 tokens allowed in circulation at once. It seems to be out of tokens. It seems to be out of tokens. I like it when the enemies die. Very realistic red pixel blood. It's out of order. It's out of order. Who could be afraid of a meteor? It says, Tokentron 3000 is guaranteed to dispense exactly 1 token each and every time. It's out of tokens. It says, Tokentron 3000 is guaranteed to dispense exactly 1 token each and every. That Ransom the Clown isn't very popular around here. It says he eats tuna. Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm afraid I don't have any spare change, miss.
I'm a federal agent. Show some respect, or I'll have you booked for solicitation.
Sweetie, I'm not a hooker. I'm Lenore Edmund Mulch, of the famed Pillowtronics Edmund family, and I'm waiting for my husband and son to arrive on the bus. So I suggest you treat me with a little more respect.
Do you know anything about the body by the river?
Oh, sweetie, yes, yes, yes. So glad someone is finally getting rid of it. But one does hear things, and I do have an inkling of who might be connected to this nasty business.
Tell me who you think is connected to the body.
Well, I hate to cast aspersions, but I suppose it is for the good of the town.
Tell me what you know.
Actually, no, I can't do this. The Edmund reputation is at stake.
Tell me about Pillowtronics.
Pillowtronics was the brainchild of my uncle, the great entrepreneur and genius inventor Chuck Edmund. The Edmonds made this town great when we opened the Pillow Factory. My family, even my stupid little sister Dolores, might as well be royalty as far as Thimbleweed Park is concerned, sweetie.
Spill the beans, trust fund Barbie.
Fine, it was my sister Dolores. She abandoned our family and the business to become a...
Flooring inspector.
No. It was far worse. She became a video game developer. It all started a few years back. She only wanted one thing, to be a game designer for that awful game company, Mucus Phlegm. Uncle Chuck wanted something else for her, but no. She was too selfish, only wanted to make stupid adventure games.
I've got to get out of this town. Uncle Chuck wants me to program his factory computers, but I just want to design games. I wish I could get a job at a company like Mucus Phlegm Games. Now the only thing I have to look forward to is my favorite computer magazine. In fact, I should check the mailbox and see if it's arrived yet. It's a red gel decoder. It's the math trophy I won when I was 12 and attending a summer program at Thomas Bodeman's School of Mathematics. It's made out of solid pewter, except for the infinity symbol, which is pure titanium. I should check the mailbox for my computer magazine. It's my handy ASCII chart. Never know when you'll need to decode binary messages, so I always practice. Ada, you're my role model. Too bad Max was the world's first computer-generated TV host. Someday we'll have one for real. These are part of my action figure collection. These are in mint condition. No way, it's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 is turned on now. I'm bored playing games. I think Revenge of the Jedi was a much better name. You're a rebel, Billy. Albert's my hero. I like to keep... I'll have plenty of time to sleep once I get a job as a game designer. Seems like the mail should have arrived by now. Feeling my way along. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library filing lookup system. It uses the Spewy Decimal System to catalog books. It says out of order. It says out of order. No one will miss this out of order sign. The out of order sign is gone, so it's obviously fixed. Haven't been up here for a long time. Seems like the mail should have arrived by now. That's my great-great-grandmother, Lady Edwina. That's my Scottish great-great-great-grandfather, Edyr the Dragon Slayer. That's my great-grandfather, Edmund, who was that's my grandmother, Edith, and her second husband, Charles. That's Uncle Chuck as a young man, with robots on his mind even then. I should check the mailbox for my computer magazine. Seems like the mail should have arrived by now. Carefully handling broken glass. It's turned off. There's nothing inside. There's nothing inside. Seems like the mail should have arrived by now. There's nothing inside. 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 There's nothing inside except an empty glass. Seems like the mail should have... The glass is now filled with water. Better be careful. These bottles are sharp. This clock looks vaguely familiar. Maybe more. I don't want to open it. Hi there, George. I was just about to check the mail. Great timing.
You still around, Dolores? Thought you'd have left this podunk of a town by now.
Yes, hopefully soon. I'm looking for a job at a game company in the big city.
That's not gonna make your Uncle Chuck happy.
He'll just have to deal with it. What brings you all the way out here?
I have your special magazine here.
Oh, I've been waiting for that. Thank you.
Sure, it's what we dedicated government employees do. Walk all the way out into the country to deliver a magazine.
It's very dry firewood. Better not. That might start a fire. This log should burn really well now. There are a couple of old batteries. I think I see mold growing on one. It's Bite Me World, the best computer magazine ever. Wow! An ad for a job at Mucus Phlegm Games, my favorite. Hi again, George.
It's not like a government employee to make a mistake, but I forgot to deliver this important letter for your Uncle Chuck.
He's busy in his workshop and can't be disturbed. I'll take it for him.
Okay, Dolores, here it is. And remember, it's illegal to open someone else's mail. Punishable by a $50,000 fine and/or 5 years in jail.
Thanks, George. That's good to know.
Okay, back to my vitally important government job.
I'd better not open it. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine has failed again. Amateurs. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541. I'm dialing the mucus phlegm modem number. It's connecting. I can't believe my computer's connected to mucus phlegm.
Welcome to the new online mucus phlegm job application program. Just fill out your personal information and answer a few simple mucus programming questions. Then print out the application and send it to mucus phlegm. We'll get back to you in exactly 5 days. What is your name? Thank you. What is your address? Noted. Next, what's your programming language of choice? The language you are most proficient in. Very ambitious. We like that. Please answer the following questions about our proprietary mucus programming language. You must get all of the questions right to submit your application. First question: how many parameters can functions take?
It'd be better to find some reference book on mucus before I answer these. I need to go find a book about mucus programming. I still get lost after all these years. Where am I?
Franklin, you idiot! I'm just trying to, help.
Is that yelling? Oh, gag me. I hope my dad and Uncle Chuck aren't fighting again.
And since most of the machinery at the pillow factory is lying fallow, I've come up with this, great plan to repurpose them. We can use them to make, plush toys.
Franklin, you idiot! The company is Pillowtronics, not stupid plush toytronics. We make pillows! What do you think that would do to our credibility, our reputation?
Okay, Chuck, you're right, but, I was up all night working on the business plan. Maybe, you could just, look at it?
No! It's a pillow factory!
Are you two fighting again? I'm getting so sick of this. You're brothers. Take a chill pill. You started the pillow factory together. Won't you ever stop fighting about it?
Nothing you need to worry about, Dolores. Right, Franklin, old brother?
Ah, yes, your uncle and I were just, talking business. I have some work to do.
Dolores, can you get my .8mm point-tip soldering iron?
You know, Uncle Chuck, you should use a 2mm flat tip, and you never heat your solder hot enough.
That's my favorite niece. I can't wait for you to take over the pillow factory. I know you'll keep the Edmund pillow dream alive.
It's Uncle Chuck's custom-built multi-band oscilloscope with phase memory monitoring.
Oh, Dolores, oh, Dolores. How many times have I told you not to touch my things? But as soon as you've taken over the pillow factory, they're all yours to do with as you wish.
It's Uncle Chuck's check register. I guess that makes it a Chuck register. It's Uncle Chuck's check register. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the edges, and it smells awful. Warning, contents highly flammable. It's Uncle Chuck's check register.
Oh, Dolores, Dolores, Dolores. How many times have I told...
Uncle Chuck is always very touchy about this painting. Wonder why? I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. Uncle Chuck is always very touchy about this painting. Wonder why? Flask of extreme chili sauce by Brian H.J. comes with a warning. You might breathe fire. Maybe I should be careful with this. Whoa! It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the edges. It's special gas for chainsaws only. It's pretty full. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the... I can't use the bottle with that. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine has failed again. Amateurs. Looks good enough for a snack. That hit the spot. It's a wilting head of lettuce. It's very dry firewood. It's very dry firewood. I already got enough firewood. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. This isn't a water-based ink, not with that smell. And I wouldn't want to print something that could wash away. This isn't a water-based ink, not with that smell. And I wouldn't want to print something that could wash away. I think I'll just be... It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. Ricky Lee's famous thimbleberry pie, hot from the oven. This thimbleberry pie is a miracle. It says out of order. That doesn't seem to work. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library filing lookup system. It says there's a book on mucus here. It's in section 3.1. I'm at the staircase. I'm at the staircase. Should I use it? shouldn't take this out of the library. I shouldn't take this out of the library.
Why do I let him talk to me like that?
I'd better hold on to this. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine has failed again. Amateurs. Uncle Chuck, I have something for you.
What is it, Dolores?
A letter George the postman just delivered.
Oh, I've been expecting this. I'll deal with it later.
It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. The stamps haven't been canceled. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine has failed again. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine is... I'd better not touch it. Uncle Chuck gets real angry if I'm too nosy about his business affairs. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation machine... I'd better not open it. Uncle Chuck would know if I read it, if the envelope is ripped. Uncle Chuck, I have something for you.
What is it, Dolores?
It's that letter for you, Uncle Chuck.
Didn't you already give that to me? I'll deal with it later. Dolores, you know I can't work in the dark. Please turn the lights back on. After you've taken over the pillow factory, you can turn off the lights all you like.
It's a defunct robot prototype.
Dolores, my dear, don't touch the painting. You'll get access to it and what's behind it after you've taken over the pillow factory.
It doesn't work in that. There are a couple of old batteries. I think I see mold growing on one. Look, Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, you know how busy I am right now. Maybe your father would be interested.
Look, Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, you know how busy I am right now. Maybe your father would be interested.
Look, Uncle Chuck, your favorite. A freshly baked thimbleberry pie from the pie shop.
Why, thank you, Dolores. You know me and my love for thimbleberry pie well. I'll eat this as soon as I finish this little project.
Flask of extreme chili sauce. Still impressive. I think I'll just be careful with them. That's good enough for now. Better be careful. These bottles are sharp. It's a box, but it's sealed shut.
My dear Dolores, please leave my box alone. You may open it up as soon as you've taken over the pillow factory.
It's a red gel decoder. I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. It's a red gel decoder. I don't want to do that. It would make it look red. Look, Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, you know how busy I am right now. Maybe your father would be interested.
Look, Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, you know how busy I am right now. Maybe your father would be interested.
It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1540. I need some help. Gotta find a book on mucus. If only there were a large library nearby. My personal information has been entered. Just have to answer the hard mucus questions. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 50. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library filing lookup system. It uses the spewy decimal system to catalog books. It says there's a book on mucus here. It's in section 3.1. I'm at the staircase. Should I use it?
Chuck is such a bully.
I'd better hold on to this. 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 I don't want to do that. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud modem.
Please answer the following questions about our proprietary mucus programming language. You must get all of the questions right to submit your application. First question: how many parameters can functions take? Next question: when a game ships, it is encrypted using... Next question: what are room backgrounds compressed into? Next question: when the screen scrolls, it moves by... Thank you for taking the mucus phlegm programming test. Congratulations, you passed the mucus phlegm programming test.
Yay! I answered all the mucus questions correctly. I'm ready to print out the application. I printed my job application, but the page is blank. Maybe the printer is out of ink. I can't re-ink the ribbon with an empty bottle of printer ink. I don't feel like the taste. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the edges, and it smells awful. Warning, this isn't a water-based ink, not with that smell. And I wouldn't want to print something that could wash away. This isn't a water-based ink, not with that flask of extreme. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the edges. I think I'll just be careful with them. It's an empty bottle of homemade printer ribbon ink. I see some black powder around the edges, and I don't want to do that. It's graphic basic software from Hessware to supercharge my Commodore 64. This section includes the complete history of mucus phlegm, the pointed history of point-and-click graphic. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp cancellation. I already have it.
Oh, Dolores, 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 how many times have I told you not to touch my things? But as soon as you've taken over the pillow factory, they're all yours to do with as you wish. Hello, my favorite niece.
Uncle Chuck, I have something for you.
What is it, Dolores?
It's that letter for you, Uncle Chuck.
Didn't you already give that to me? I'll deal with it later. Hello, my favorite niece.
Uncle Chuck, do you have any new printer ribbons?
You know I don't buy new ribbons, I just re-ink them myself. Printer ink is a scam. I didn't get rich by wasting money. Just get some polycyclic hydrocarbons along with methyl ethyl ketone and make the ink like I showed you.
Of course. Thanks, Uncle Chuck.
Hello, my favorite niece.
You should be nicer to my father. He just wants to help.
Franklin is well-meaning, I will give you that. But he just doesn't have the same passion and vision for pillows that you and I have.
I just wanted to say how much I love you, Uncle Chuck.
I love you too, Dolores. I can't wait for you to take over the pillow factory and restore the family heritage. Hello, my favorite niece.
I just wanted to say how much I love you, Uncle Chuck.
I love you too, Dolores. I can't wait for you to take over the pillow factory and restore the family heritage. Hello, my favorite niece.
I just wanted to say how much I love you, Uncle Chuck.
I love you too, Dolores. I can't wait for you to take over the pillow factory and restore the family heritage.
The fireplace is very sooty and filled with ash. The ink bottle is now full of black fireplace soot. This isn't a water-based ink, not with that smell, and I wouldn't want to print some. The ink bottle is now full of black ink. That should do it. The ribbon is now fully in. I printed my job application, but the page is blank. There, the blank paper is back in the Printron 3000. It's Uncle Chuck's new invention. It's my state-of-the-art Commodore 64 with dual 1541 floppy drives and a blazingly fast 1200 baud modem. Yay! I answered all the mucus questions correctly. I'm ready to print out the application. I always like to watch this part. Now I just need to stamp the envelope. The envelope is addressed. Just needs a stamp. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. The stamps haven't been canceled. I have to find a safe way to remove the stamps. That will just make the letter soggy. I don't want to do. It's a letter to my Uncle Chuck. As expected, the post office's poorly programmed auto stamp. It's my job application to mucus phlegm. Hope I get it.